So in this if statement, we have used the year property of the order date field from the orders table to get the year and to do the comparison. Now, after our training in .NET, of course, we know how to do that. But if we are magicians, let's imagine a scenario where we are after the migration, we are after the training, and we don't know how to do this in .NET. Okay, what would we do? So for that purpose specifically, there's a class called user method. Let's go ahead and open it and look at it. We're going to go to env, user method. And when we open it, we can see a list of many methods. You can see it takes a while to load. And there is pretty much any functions that ever existed in Magic over here. Min, max, ltrim, rtrim, astr, mval, instr, midv, any functions that we ran into in any code that we ever migrated. And this is extremely useful because you can now use any of these functions in new codes that you write, and also the migrated code uses them quite a lot. So let's try to achieve the same goal by using these functions. So the user method class is available to us in migrated classes using the U member. Okay, U is a member of the base abstract UI controller class, which is defined in env, and we can see that it's of type user method, the type that I've just shown you in env. And I can say u.year and choose the dates that I want. Perfect. Let's run this. And we can see that it works perfectly. Great. So to achieve the same functionality using the user method class, all we needed to do is replace instead of .year to do u.year order date. Now this is a very simple case, and in many cases you would choose to write the code like this and not like this. But the user method class serves a very important role in your life after a migration. If you're a magician, it makes sure that you are always productive. You are never stuck. If you forget how to do something in .NET, you can always go through the thought process of thinking, how would I have done this in Magic, and rely on that thought process when you write new code. If you're a magician, you can also use it to learn. You can go to the user method class and use the code to understand it. For example, I'm going to click Control and click on the year method over here, and Visual Studio will show me the code for the year class. And we can see that it's not that complicated. Nobody won any Nobel Prizes about writing this code. Okay, we can see that eventually it does date year, just like we're doing over here, date year. So as a magician, you can learn from it how to write in non-migrated code the things that you're used to writing. But also for the .NET developers among you, this is extremely important because the migrated code uses these functions a lot in any place where there was a subtlety to take care of. For example, here you can see that the code not only handles year, but if the date itself is null, it makes sure to return null and not throw a null reference exception. Also, you can see here that a date zero, a date empty, is something that exists a lot in migrated code. So .NET developers who join migrated application needs to be aware of these two facts. So as a .NET developer, you will see u dot all across the migrated code, and simply by clicking in it and going to definition, you'll be able to have a better insight about the subtleties of the migrated code. So anywhere in our code, we can use the u dot and have a lot of fun with it. And if we need to use the u dot in non-migrated code, we can simply say env user methods.instance, and then we have those functions as well. But across the migrated code, you will see u dot and that function.